You know, Beyblade X has been out for a decent amount of time now. People definitely want to see these things in LEGO. Maybe I should possibly capitalize on that and finally reveal my LEGO Beyblade X bays. This is my LEGO Dransword, the first of many of my LEGO Beyblade X bays to come. In this video, I'm going to be showing off this Beyblade part by part, and as well as my Beyblade X system, so let's waste no more time and get straight into it. The parts for this system are just like the actual Beyblade X bays with the blade, ratchet, and bit. There's actually two different kinds of bits, and I'll explain why in a bit. Pun fully intended. First up, we have the blade, which is Dransword. This blade has the three-sided shape that is on the real one, and I think I executed this shape pretty well too. It uses these 1x3 jumpers and this stud here to create this offset for this contact point so it can get that proper attack type angle. It also has a boat stud in the center, which will be a common theme for all of my BX Beyblades to come. Also a new bottom design that doesn't use that little gear in the center, and this was discovered by LEGO bays, not me, because that guy's just too smart. Overall, it's a very cool looking bay, and definitely a lot better than some of my older three-sided bays. It's much wider, heavier, and it also performs kind of good. Moving on, we have the Ratchet 360. Now, this thing is kind of weird. If I were to actually make it a three-sided ratchet like the real ones, it would be very light and fragile, and nobody wants that. So what I did was just make a basic bracket bay with certain studs that represent the nubs. Genius! But yeah, it just has three studs, and then it has the modified bottom, which is different from my chassis, which usually looks something like this. Finally, we have the bit, and like I mentioned, there are two types of bits, and I'll explain why right now. So we have standard bits, which these are made to be accurate to the tips themselves and give me a lot of creative freedom when it comes to making unique shapes. And then we have extreme bits that are designed to work with the Beyblade X Stadium, but they're very limiting since all I can really have here is an axle or a bar or something else, and I can't make a lot of unique stuff with it. Now both of these are the flat bit, and they're pretty much the exact same tip, but this one obviously has the gear and this one does not. Putting the parts together is very simple. Just take the blade, put it onto the ratchet, and then take the bit and put it onto the ratchet as well. And you're done. That's the LEGO Dransword. One more thing to mention about these bays is that you can actually put the blades onto the sparking chassis or the CyberSpark chassis. So that does mean that these bays are cross-compatible, and you can also put the CyberSpark blades onto the ratchet since they share the exact same connection. So with that out of the way, let's get to the weight. The Dransword blade weighs only about 14 grams, which might seem very light, but then you compare it to one of my older three-bladed bays, and then you're like, yeah, this is a huge step up. Up we have the Ratchet 360, which is 12 grams, pretty standard for chassis. And then the bit, you know, it doesn't really matter on the scale, so we're not really going to count it. The full bay weighs around 28 grams, which might seem like a lot, but I have done some off-camera testings, and this thing is actually pretty good. So let's get to the battles. So here we are at the stadium, and while you can launch this thing with modified prongs, it isn't the most consistent like that. So for now, what we're going to do is remove the boat stud and then use a normal LEGO Beyblade launcher. And hey, it works just fine. But I know what you guys are here for. You guys want to see this thing in the Beyblade X Stadium. Well, here's the thing. It kinda works, but not extremely well. Since these bays are fully plastic and pretty light, they can't build up enough momentum to actually reach the extreme line. At least when it comes to hitting it very consistently, because you can only get about one extreme dash with a pretty powerful launch. Hopefully with Hasbro's Beyblade X Stadium that they revealed, or their Bucket Stadium that they're apparently making, this will fix this problem, but as of right now, we're going to stick to the good old BB-10. First opponent will be Helios, since it's pretty light. Go shoot. Go shoot. And just look at that! Instant knockout. Go shoot. Go shoot. Alright, come on, let's go, Dransword. Knock him up! Alright, maybe not this time, because Flat doesn't have the greatest stamina. Yeah. Go shoot. Alright, you know what? We can work with that. Go shoot. I wouldn't be surprised if it loses. I mean, Helios does kinda work for Spin Steel. Oh wait, it actually won. Wow. Next opponent is Last Lucifer Dash. Go shoot. Go shoot. Alright, chase after him. Go! Oh, the defense, though! Yo, why is Last Lucifer, like, kind of good? Go shoot. Go shoot. I mean, hey, it's putting in the work. And, of course, it won. Go shoot. Go shoot. Is it just gonna stall? I mean, that's actually a pretty good strat when it comes to fighting Lucifer, since it has, like, no stamina. Let's put it against an attack type, Hyperion. Go shoot. Go shoot. Oh my goodness! Go shoot. Go shoot. Alright, well that was a lot less violent, but Dran still won that. For the final battle, let's put it up against an actual Dransword, just for giggles. Go shoot. Go shoot, come on. Oh. It's scared, guys, it's scared. Go shoot. I would be too, go shoot. Alright, let's go. Come on, Lego Dransword, you got this! No, you don't. Go shoot. Alright, let's get it. Come on, Lego Dransword! There we go, it's putting up a fight. And then it's just gonna die and go sideways. Just went Bay Wheel style. So that's it for my Lego Dransword. Overall, it's a cool bay. Definitely have to do some testing with it. Maybe I'll put some chassis on it, test it out on those things, who knows. But all in all, I think it's really solid. If you enjoyed this video, comment, like, subscribe, stuff like that. And I'll see you in the next video.